You are.
Are we live?
It says
now?
we're live.
No.
It'll say it.
Major
But it
Tom.
won't do it for a minute.
Let me
Come
jump
in,
over
Major
to
Tom.
Instagram and go live there. It won't go
Says
live
Major
there.
Tom.
upcoming.
Connect streaming software to go live. It's not going.
Are you there?
There it goes. Nope. There it goes. Okay.
Major
Now
Tom.
we're live
You're
on
live
Instagram
now.
also.
Major Tom. Can you hear me?
Why am I hearing sounds here? Is that you I'm hearing?
That was me.
Okay, I'm off. Mic's off here on the computer. All right, guys, what's up? We're live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter X.
The X.
Toy Town,
Yes.
what's up? AJ Harrison, what's going on? And we threw a little shout out there for Simmerwell today on the Patreon video. 3H, man, good to see you here. You know, you're welcome here anytime, dude. Benjamin Brewer, what's up? Matt, Mike's Homestead, Eric Sloan. Is it Sloan? Yeah. Sloan, sorry. Tim Howard, what's up? Halfley. All right, guys, we're going to give some gear away. Let's show you what we got here.
What do we got? Oh, shit.
But you're not getting this. I'm giving this to Jeff.
Oh, good. Because
This is
you don't need that kind of body armor.
that's a fully lined
It's
bag.
lined? Oh, shit.
We have a
That's 3A plus.
old school
Oh, look at that.
multicam apron. I don't know. There was a point in time when the material we were getting was hard. It was hard to get. I don't know when we got this. It's a very heavy hand 1000 in, and it's got a different backing on it. It's pretty cool. Whatever.
That's cool.
We're gonna give away this multicam apron to somebody.
Man, that's a white label, too.
Let me see that other piece there.
That label. You can go on the you can go on the back page. and
This
sell
rifle
from all
case,
kinds of like
we're not
labels.
actually giving this away. I just thought you guys would like to see it. We're not giving that away.
No?
What's inside it?
Is there something inside of it?
It's all Velcro,
Velcro lines,
lines.
so you
Check
can put
that out.
Neat shit in there.
Yeah, the pieces aren't, but the foam pieces are inside. That's why our bags are so stiff and rigid, because we don't actually sew the foam inside. We put the foam in and then we Velcro it in place, and it makes it super, super tight and holds its form. So just teasing you with that one. The other piece we're giving away, I have some of these from the old shop up the road, and I have a stack of them. These are Mookie War Light Pals versions, and we're going to give this away also, and it'll come with a H set.
Does it come with the H set?
It comes with the H set.
How about the waist belt?
Yes.
Nice.
We're going to give you this. You have to buy the H set. Not really. We're going to give you the H set with it. That'd be a fucking asshole thing to do. Hey, we're going to give you a giveaway where you have to buy a bunch of shit.
Oh man, it's got
Listen-
elastic on the inside too,
Yeah, this had the elastic on the end. What was this?
and it's a white label too.
I actually don't know what this is. I don't remember putting these must be the original ones from the movie.
Yeah, nice.
So for you guys that are listening and are not aware, to be a winner, I know I just said you didn't have to buy a bunch of shit. To be a winner, you have to be on Patreon, because that's where we're going to communicate with you. There is a thread in there called Community that is a chat, and that's where it all happens. So you can go in there and see who has won. And guys are like, man, they always do these giveaways, but they don't ever give anything away. Yeah, we just do it to trick your dumbass. But you got to be on Patreon. So that's where we talk to you. And then you have to have an order number. I don't care what you have ordered, but you have to have an order number, because when we click that, that's what's going to pull up that shipping label to ship this. It makes it easy for everybody in the shop. I have all these ideas and we do all this stuff, and then it creates tons more work for other people. So that's how we negate that. Eric Sloan, Tim Howard, John Halfley.
What's happening?
White At, what's up? Evan Voliva,
What's up, West
Valeva, Doug Dunn, what's up, man? Big Nasty.
Is that where Tyler's at?
It's nasty. Where
West Virginia?
Tyler isn't. I actually messaged Tyler this morning.
Roll down. What's his name?
Hatton.
Evan. You know Tyler Hatton. Find him. Bring him here. Party.
Busy
December
putting
7th.
the trans back in the wife's suburban. That sounded weird. I'm busy with my tran wife. Wife suburban tranny. What are you putting in there? Is that a what is that, a 4? I can't remember those, man. There was the half ton had a 1 transmission, and the other one had the 3/4 had a bigger one, and you can actually mate that stronger transmission in. I can't remember the 4L80, I think. Cyber cybernetic virus. I'm not good at these. Doug, what's up? James Barden, man, how are you? 3H, what's up, my man? How long is it?
Splatter print.
I say it's 10, but she'll probably tell you it's 8.
Are you even making rifle cases?
We're about to, no, we don't make rifle cases. Need that rifle case and a splatter. Actually, I'm going to build a splatter rifle case for somebody. AJ, I'll get an extra one for you when we do it.
That's for my AK-47.
You want one too?
I mean, it might as well have one.
Do you have a short one?
I don't know. Will a full size fit in that? What have we put in
with
that?
An underfolder?
Yeah, it's not. That says it's a full size gun. So.
Tyler, what up? 4L Shitty. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. Juan es muy guapo. I see low, so low. I see your toe. Low, siento.
He hit Tyler hit me up too, just recently.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "What rifle should I buy?" And he started listing rifles. And where should I buy it? I'm like,
why? Because you're gonna go to Reddit and do the opposite of what I fucking tell you to do.
I answered, and he was like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you were going to say."
He must have got the tax return. May as well do a run of them. What's up with the dad? They plan on having the military shoot people. It's all over, man. It's on. It is on every gun tube this morning. It does seem to be that's real. Jeff pointed out that they've
always been able to shoot people, guys.
It's just in writing now. Now they're just teasing us with nice gear. It's all nice gear. What are you talking about? Neil Hassan, what's up? Posh Weevil, what's going on? I like the little chicken avatar you got there, all subdued. All right, guys, we can talk about whatever you want. The conversation is driven by your comments. So if you don't like the conversation, it's your own fault. Curie, I saw that you were on here. What's up? What's up? We answered your question in the Patreon today. Also,
we sure did.
Alex Jones been reporting it for days. Yeah, that's probably why everybody's on it. I started seeing it last night, and then this morning, every GunTube channel had that on there. I watched 4 or 5 videos, and if you look at Outbreak Overland, Tommy, he actually showed where he pulled it all up and showed it. Several of the channels did, but he did a lot more on it. If you have to pick a shed size, 14 by 36 or 13 by 32, so longer versus wider, dude, going wider, you gain a lot more square footage typically. I would rather have the wide shed if you're going to lose a few feet. This building's 14 feet wide. We have other buildings that are 12, but man, going to a 16, just think about this. If you got a 40-foot building and you add 2 more feet, just picture having closets the whole length of the building, man. And just being able to have that extra width, you can do so much more, especially if you're going to partition into rooms and stuff. John Halfley, crap. I don't know what he's talking about. The military members vowed to defend against both foreign and domestic. Yeah, and you see a lot of people right now saying that they're picking sides. Have you heard the Declaration of Military Accountability? Members in the military kicked out over the vax are fighting for accountability over the unlawful mRNA shot. Yeah, well, I saw that they have actually reinstated people with back pay over that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of lawsuits on it.
They actually they offered to reinstate. So if you were kicked out, they would bring you back into service, and they would also promote you in kind. So if you were close to promotion or whatever, you were going to get promoted, which is actually not bad. That's a little pay bump, and you didn't have to work for a couple of years.
Also on the shed hood, Billy, what are we using it for? And be aware when you go look at buildings, man. You might look at a 14 by 36 and you see one that's $2,000 or $5,000, even less than the other one. It has to do, like, you want that thing framed in on 16-inch studs like you would a house, or maybe it's 18, I don't remember. Also head height. When you look at these buildings, your stud height is not normal height on a lot of these, and the more times they've been moved, they are out of square. So like, we just put up, what's that board we put up, Brandel? What's it called? Chipboard? OSB. We just put OSB in Amanda's shed, and every one of those damn things, well, that's because of the outlets that were put in, had to be custom cut. Glenn's like, man, this is a lot more work than I thought it was. Every single one was different because of where the outlets were placed. So be aware of that when you do your wiring first. And then you're going to put in insulation, and then you're covering. What are you going to cover it with? Now, when you put the OSB in or whatever your wall coverings, that's going to make the building more stable and rigid. But if you have to move it, every time you move it, it's going to kind of tweak it out of square. So be aware of that too. And then also you have just the normal roof on these things, like the typical pitched roof, versus the lofted. And when you get that lofted building, you gain a lot more room in there, and you can still put a ceiling in there if you want and have that non-climate controlled or whatever. But just think of the storage you could put up in those lofts for instance, seasonal decorations, Christmas decorations, or just all your extra blankets or old clothes that you want to hold on to in case you get skinny again, or in case, you get fat again or whatever. That stuff could all go in there, out of sight, out of mind, but still out of the weather and everything, So having that lofted head height, plus you could put a mattress or, a small room or something up there. And these sheds now, when you insulate them, they've got mini splits that'll completely run off solar panels. And then if you add a battery to it, you can run that whole thing off without even tying to the grid. For a shop, garage package, beefed up floor. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Look at where your floor joists are. I want them on a 12. I want 2x6 floor joists, and I want them on a 12-inch, not a 24, or even you see them even wider than that. You get what you pay for with that stuff. And there are some companies, Durskin is one of them, makes sheds that are 16 feet wide, and they make them up to 64 feet long. How do you track and process orders over a year old? Oh, we don't, but I do ban you. I have banned you many, many times. So if you'd like to stay here and participate in the conversation, then have a real fucking conversation. But I promise you, every time you show up, I'll just ban your new account. Like I'm pretty sure we banned you 3 times last night. Jay Addison, what's up? Spags, how are you, man? James Barden, what's going on? Let me point out also the spam guy. He won't ever give us an order number, so I can't just handle his shit. He won't ever tell us that what his order number is.
He doesn't have one. Well, he says you banned him 4 times
last night.
Nice.
My biggest fan.
That's good.
My biggest fan.
Does that come up in his feed? It says,
are you on my Foot Finders page? Skully, extra level LVPO for backup rifle, entry level. AJ Harrison, you're not an entry level kind of guy, bro.
Yeah, I'm not entry level. I don't know on the LPVOs. Don't get you an LPVO. Get you a goddamn ACOG. Stop, man up.
LPVO, isn't that after a woman has a vaginal birth? They put that drawstring in there to tighten her up. Isn't that an LPVO?
That could be. And this is not sponsored by ACOG or affiliation of ACOG, but you should get an ACOG.
16 by 32, 12 Gs. Give or take. Yeah, Hood Billy, dude, it's crazy right now, the price, and they're not going back down. We bought this building. It's a 14 foot by 40. I bought it as a repo. It had a bathroom, tile floors. It had a whole fucking extra set of plywood over this floor. It had 2 sliding doors in it, and we paid $7,500 for it. And now this building right now, you'd be hard pressed to get for 14 grand local. The barn style is ideal for cooling also. Push pull solar. No, good idea, man. Yeah, I know they said when you put those attic fans on the roof,
yeah,
when you just cut them in, dude, it lowers your fucking attic temperature like 40 degrees or something.
Yeah.
So
I haven't played with the mini ACOG yet.
It's an ACOG. I mean, it's going to be rad.
It's going to be good. It's going to be the best.
How do you repo? Oh, dude, let me tell you how they repo a shed.
Just show up. Because
Amanda's shed, that Tiffany little blue one she has, that's not little. It's huge.
Was a repo.
They picked it up with like a fucking tow truck,
yeah.
And you can see where they popped they broke the floor, yeah, and just drug the motherfucker away. Yeah,
with everything in it.
Everything, yeah. All your shit goes when you stop. If you don't pay on them motherfuckers, and you spend way more paying on them. By the motherfuckers. But when you stop making that monthly payment, they take all your shit. When I bought this one, the second building here was a repo too. It had a bunch of like somebody was doing like nail salon shit out of there, and there was a bunch of kids' toys and shit in there. Anthony Hunt, what's up, dude? Colin H, what's going on? What's the funniest story you can tell about James? We can't tell the funniest stories. Let me think on that. Ask me again in a minute. I'll have something for you. If you don't have to go to set up at this point, then just get all the FEMA line. If you don't have a go-to setup at this point, just get in the FEMA line.
I mean, you know, you get $750.
They're not even giving, like, I just saw people on there saying that their daughter went and stood in the line and did the process, and they only offered her $350. And guys, that's a loan. You have 1 year to pay that back. If your LPVO isn't first focal plane, you just have a magnified red dot. I get lost watching shed and car reap. They're fucking awesome, aren't they? We've got some clients that do that shit over in Vegas. It's fucking pretty wild. 3 acres. I bought 3 acres. Yeah, no shit. You bought 3 acres of earth for less than the shed. Hood Billy, you might also look at shed builders. They'll come out and build one on site. It's going to be a better shed. You're going to put it on a slab. They also put it on footings. And the other thing to these sheds too, when you buy one, they'll come out and put it on block. And even if you have shitty dirt, they're going to put it on block and level it. And then 2 weeks later, it's not going to be leveled anymore. So tamp that dirt down. And then we bring in a base of gravel to set it on. And even then it still shifts some. So if you have the capability, you know, put a cinder block wall in and set it on the wall. It's not a wall. What am I thinking of? Like a sub basement, like a, you know, little sub walls, or a slab, man. Then you can mount it to that sucker properly also. And then you also have the ability to make your slab a little bigger. So your rain runoff and stuff, you can put a good taper on that. But everybody buys these sheds and they don't do the prep. And I'm guilty of it myself. I have 3 of them that are completely not prepped as good as they could have been. I need a shed for Isaac to move into. Jarhead, he's I have custody of him. I'm gonna have to start getting child support from you, bro. I've got him more. I think I feed him more than you guys do. He's a good kid though, man. You guys did good with him. Concrete foot. That's what I'm thinking of. Footers. And Jarhead, man. Like, buildings, man. I literally bought a shed to build out, and then we took all the shit that was in my way and put in there, and now you can't walk in the shed. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to get another shed to put all this other shit in. Like, it's crazy. I guess I need to get rid of some shit, but it's all shit I want. Like, that's what I always say. Like, you want to make generational wealth and you have a little bit of money, put in storage units, because storage units, people have an emotional attachment to shit they don't want to see, and they will pay forever not to see it, but will never get rid of it.
Until a flood comes through.
Yeah. But then insurance covers it and they rebuild your shed. Every time you buy a shed, you should buy, you're right, Max. You are right. And no matter how big you think you need twice as big. When we moved into this 10,000 square foot building, what did we say? We'll never fill this up.
Fuck, you filled it up the minute
you filled it up. You filled it up like on a Wednesday. That's how my storage container is.
You know, the reality is when I see the videos that you took that first time you showed me around the building when it was all empty, it looked huge.
It was huge.
Like, it looked huge, but when I walk in there now and I look from kitchen to the back door, it's not as big.
Yeah. Here's the thing with storage units right now are about $2,500 to $3,000. They've come down in price. If you buy semi-truck trailers, they come bigger than a store. Like, your storage, your shipping container is typically going to be 40 feet, but you'll see them up to 56 feet. They've welded on another section. Your trailers, semi-truck trailers, while they're taller, they can't charge you as a structure. Those are movable things. So you're never going to get a property value assessment and tax put on that thing. Now, you are going to have a ramp or a platform of some kind, or bring in some gravel and dirt to access them. Otherwise, you're using stairs. I mean, there's all kinds of movable stairs and stuff, ladders and shit. But you can buy those pretty inexpensively. Even the reefer, the insulated cargo boxes and stuff, they cost, typically you can get them for less than you pay for a shipping container. and you get more room out of them. Are those trailers steel or aluminum? They're aluminum typically. I'm seeing a 50-50 mix of Trump and Harris signage. We're not seeing none. Nowhere we go, even in Nashville, nothing. Like you live someplace you should move away from. Old building full of stuff. Yeah, always. But like I even go into my old shop. Like we walked out of the old shop and just brought the stuff we needed. Every time we go into the shop, I'm like, man, we should just empty this out and use it for something else. Every time I go in there, I'm like, holy shit, $500, $1,000. I want that. We always bring a truckload of shit back here with us. And then it's in my way. I've been in the containers out back. I'm pretty sure I could build a house with that. I saw, yeah, you could, Max. And as you know, it's full of dimensional lumber. Sheds are like backpacks. The bigger one you buy, the more shit. Exactly. 10,000 square feet is huge. It is huge. And then we put a 6,000 foot loft. So it's actually 16,000 feet. Tell a funny Ranger Dave story.
A funny Ranger Dave story?
Every Ranger Dave story.
Yeah, every Ranger Dave story is funny.
Some dude hit me up and he's like, hey, bro, can you process my order? I'm good friends with Ranger Dave. And I'm like, I'll bet Ranger Dave wouldn't say that. Like, if Ranger Dave has messaged me once and he's like, this guy's my friend, he's going to place an order. And it wasn't that guy.
You should have been like, hey, Dave.
Yeah.
You should have been like, have Ranger Dave message me and I will process your order right now.
I'll be like, Ranger Dave will message me and he's like, I'll have a new phone or something like I do right now. And none of my fucking contacts crossed. I'm like, how do I know this is Ranger Dave? He's like, I masturbate to videos of myself masturbating. I'm like, it's definitely fucking Ranger Dave. That's definitely Ranger Dave.
Oh man, Ranger Dave.
Tell a funny Ranger Dave story.
Funny Ranger Dave story. He used to send shit in the mail.
What?
Him and Dwayne had a thing going where Ranger Dave, for some reason, just sent a turd to fucking Dwayne in the mail. And this was going back and forth. And then Ranger Dave, he was somewhere where Dwayne broke into the RV. And
I don't even know how he broke into it.
Double decked it, fucking took a shit somewhere. And then Ranger Dave did, or maybe, you know what? I think that's how Dwayne got shit in the mail, was Dwayne took a shit in Ranger Dave's RV somehow without Ranger Dave knowing, broke into it. And then Dwayne got a package of shit in the mail.
Have you been in the RV?
I have seen it. Oh yeah, I have been in it because he showed me his complete saddle that he made from sticks and
there's
leather
like
goods.
The whole RV is like a weapons cage like that.
No, it's
all compartmentalized.
Yeah, and everything's got a little gear list on it, so you know.
He has a wood burning stove.
Yeah,
in the fucking RV.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
The one where he went out on that field and jumped with. Oh yeah, he did. So Ranger Dave, I had some double X's and MT1X parachutes that had come out of Dermo, which means they've cut the straps. Ranger Dave sewed them all back together. And then I had some canopies just sitting in like big trash cans, like random canopies. And they had cut the lines. And Ranger Dave took them one by one and replaced the lines. And then he didn't have a rip cord. So he went to Home Depot and bought like that stuff you put your dog on. It's like a wire cable with the green coating on it, like the green plastic coating. He bought that and then took these two barbs, and I don't know what he made the barbs out of. I think they were made from like pump inflators, like pumps for pumping up sport balls. I think he used that, and he fucking wrapped those around with wire and then sheathed it with heat shrink. So he had the two poles. And he packed this thing on the driveway at my mom's house. And then he went out to, I wanted to say DZ Trident, but that's the military drop zone. It's before DZ Trident.
He went to San Diego Air Sports. Yeah.
Yeah, at Otay there, which is right there.
Yeah.
And so he jumps this fucking parachute. He goes up in a beaver or an otter or something. And he jumps and his main chute fucking catches. It doesn't deploy, right? It's just a streamer. So he fucking cuts the main chute loose and deploys the reserve and comes down and lands real fast and steers towards his Jeep and lands and starts scooping his shit up and gets in the Jeep and drives away. And I didn't hear nothing about this. A week later, I get like certified mail at my house. I don't know why he used my fucking address, inviting Ranger Dave to never come back. And there's an FAA investigation about how he didn't stop and get the inspection and shit because he had this homemade parachute. Same thing happened. He was at a climbing gym, and he'd been climbing at this climbing gym like a couple times a week, and he went there all the time. And then finally somebody realized he was using I think he hand sewed it, a sit harness that was like sewn by fucking hand by Ranger Dave with like a push all and shit. And they're like, hey, you got to buy a real harness or rent one of ours, or we'll let you use it. And he's like, and he was mad about that. So he never went back. Ranger Dave got caught multiple times base jumping, building archway structure earth. There was a CNN camera crew on a barge for something right as Ranger Dave jumped off. It was an antenna or a bridge. He jumped off of something, and they caught him on the film. They had a whole CNN camera crew on the fucking barge, and somehow they end up fucking talking to him. And he's like, yeah. And
he probably landed on the barge,
and he didn't think shit of it. And then he got reprimanded on base and I'm sure he got in trouble from the FAA as well as on base. But there was a couple of those base jumping incidences also where I think he actually got in trouble for it somehow on the military side of it. That's a couple Ranger Dave stories. Bob Lester, what's up, man? Sounds like he had a successful landing inspection passed.
Inspection passed.
No, yeah. Cryptech makes a multicam black called Obscura Nox. Any chance you could carry it and phase out Typhon? I've never seen it, Peter.
Hey, just a quick.
I'm going to go with no. The fact that I don't know it exists and I haven't seen it available from any of the mills. Just
quick from when we were talking about the buildings. 48-foot refrigerator truck, refrigerator, $4,000. So you can find them,
and that's probably with a working reefer.
Might be.
And it's on wheels too. A lot of guys will take those boxes off wheels too. You can also skirt around them. You can put a skirting around them. So Peter, Cryptech has a lot of patterns that they went into clothing. Like you'll see a lot of Cryptech patterns in fishing stores and outdoor stores for fishing clothing. They've never printed it on Cordura. We went back and forth on getting Pontus and Neptune on 500 or 1000. I even talked to the CEO and he's like, can you take offshore? I'm like, I don't care. It's not very compliant. It's just for, it's just for like everyday carry stuff. And we never did get Cordura. We went back and forth for 2 years on that stuff and never saw it on Cordura. Richard LP, how's your legs, man? My friend just read me an article about another dude setting himself on fire for the Israel-Palestine. I wish they would all light themselves on fire. Like just remove yourself from the gene pool.
Sorry.
That's one less fucking crazy person that fucking just taking welfare money.
Stop stealing my oxygen.
Skull needs just for men.
Just for men?
Is that hair dye or something? I think that's what he's talking about.
Why? You want me to dye the beard? Everybody loves the black hair and the beard, it's actually brown hair. It's not black.
I was the master of perfect 3-point PLF 40 years ago. One reason I'm learning how to walk again. No shit. Airborne. Yeah, airborne. Grabbing a couple days to restock before NVG class. Then some more runs to West North Carolina. Guys, if you get with Bob Lester, you can find him on Facebook. He's got a GoFundMe or a Cash App, some way you can put funds in there. He is buying a ton of stuff. He's been into North Carolina several times now with trailer loads full of shit. They took all kinds of supplies. The most recent, they took a ton of buddy heaters and propane. He's been running in with oxygen cylinders and filling people's oxygen tanks for them. on both sides, North Carolina and Tennessee. So if you want to help and you can't get over there, that's a good way to do it right there. We know him personally. I promise every single penny is going to where it needs to go. So if you want to help out in that capacity, that's a good option right there.
Way better than the Red Cross.
Yeah, don't ever do anything with the Red Cross. Completed my second 50K last weekend. The cooling muscle rub and pain salve are no. Yeah, they work great, dude. You did a 50K run. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Bob's the real deal, no doubt. And guys, you're probably too late. But if you want to do the helicopter night vision classes, live tissue lab, Bob, well, you probably need to know Bob, because if he didn't invite you, he probably didn't want you there. Crap, I thought it sold giveaway Skully, not the Skully. Thought someone was going to
What?
EDC Skully.
I mean,
Andrew, what's up, guys? We're gonna give away.
If you want to EDC Skully, there's a price.
PSD. We're gonna do this apron. It's an old school 1000 din and white label. And we're gonna give away one of these chest rigs.
Badass Mookie modified with all kinds of Velcro.
I think this is from the movie. This one doesn't even have Velcro inside it. It's got the original elastic loops inside. This is going to come with an H harness. Bob says
it's going to be black though.
Bob says how much?
Let's entertain some numbers, Bob. I'm kind of cheap.
Did I hear about FEMA surrounded by armed dudes? It's bullshit. They arrested one guy. There is no photo. In today's day and age, all those dudes have cameras, they have GoPros. Every fucking dude in the world has a cell phone. Do you think if some government agency got surrounded by a bunch of fucking militia guys, don't you think there'd be footage? So they arrested one dude. He's tatted out, looks a little wild. And that's what they have produced, is a photo where they arrested one guy. That's what they've got. Coyote is life. Well, there you go,
Coyote
buddy.
is life. You can always spray paint it. Takes paint well.
The Mookie rigs are some of my favorite currently used, the OD4 mag. So funny thing about the 4 mag, we built those as 8 mags. And when they put them on camera, they said, hey, with the body armor, because they had like flak vests and shit, they said that the actors look too fat. Can you make these rigs skinnier? That's the only reason we even built the 4. Bear busted that shit out, the militia thing and FEMA. It's all bullshit. There are FEMA guys on the ground. There was FEMA guys on the ground. I was sent several photos by several different people of dudes jocked up in gear and armed. A lot of them had on like a digital desert pattern. And I said, who the fuck are those guys? And they said they are security for FEMA. Homeland Security guys that are acting security for FEMA. I got some ideas that Mookie light. I'm putting together chest rig and a war belt for Carrie Stuff doing hurricane work in Florida. Traded my Ruger Precision 338 Lapua yesterday. Might have not thought of ammo price. Don't use my 8 mag stacked rig for that reason. I feel fat till you need more mags.
Yeah, until you need more mags. You're going to be like, I wish I was fat.
You can use the 4 mag for costuming, but when you need it for real, you're going to want the 8. Chuck, what's up, dude? Kiri, how are you? Tim Howard, contact me. I'm in Tampa. Jose, what's up, dude?
Jose.
I just started rucking recently. Shit's tough, even with only 35 pounds. Definitely makes you think about what gear. Yeah, the boys just went overnight backpacking. They did 10 miles. And they got to their campsite set up and realized they needed more water. So they walked 1.5 miles to get water.
It happens. That's how you learn.
Yep.
That's how you learn, by making mistakes. Better to make them in peacetime than.
Yeah, just need one of the LBVs. I'm building them. We do them one at a time. If you're interested, they start at $1,000. You just send an email.
Yeah, 338 ammo is expensive.
Okay, Bob says, we met a FEMA SRT team on the last run. We exchanged numbers. I asked if he had a sat phone or Starlink. He said he's from the government. We don't have anything we need. Those guys were pretty cool, though, Rob, weren't they? I think I had heard that.
Yeah, you just have a bunch of pansy ass fucking FEMA workers that are crying wolf, and so they have to. The government has to send guys down there with guns.
No rucking in New Johnsonville. Well, the thing about New Johnsonville is people don't exercise.
Yeah,
So
we
you
don't have a
kind
lot
of stand out.
sidewalks. We don't have a lot of sidewalks around here, so you do stand out.
They probably wanted to talk to you, but you know how law enforcement is. When they approach you and you're like, I'm not interested in having a conversation, their hackles go up and you've bruised their ego.
That is true.
The government not giving their own people what they need, how can it be so? And part of it is that they probably didn't take what they needed also.
Well, and the other thing is, most of those agencies are just there for graft anyways.
That's all FEMA. It's Federal Emergency Management. They're not like assistants. They're there to tell people what to do. And the whole thing about, they have preferred vendors. If you go in and try to help and you're not their preferred vendor, they don't want you helping. He was cool. We texted back and forth all day. I asked if he needed any extra mags or nut sacks. Shit. That's fucking awesome.
Did he have?
Did you guys just become best friends? Are you going to let him play your drums? Yeah. Did they have a saw?
I mean, that would be ridiculous.
Got an NSW rig I'm waiting on. Only rig I need yet is the LVB. Doug, you must have ordered that recently. We have modular multicam NSW rigs in sewing right now. They might even come out tonight. Our sheriff office went down to Katrina. We did not bring half the shit we needed. If you didn't qualify for DEI policies, you will not be a preferred vendor. Yeah, I've seen that, man. There's some fucking Skype meetings and shit going out that they do not want out there in the middle of I-5 traffic in Los Angeles. Glad you and Skully are on live. DH, man, what do you do in LA? Is that Los Angeles? Has Skully commented on the DOD issuing DOD directive? We talked about it quite a while on the Pulling the Thread podcast today.
You have to understand that they already wrote that out back in the 90s. So the question is, will U.S. troops fire on U.S. citizens? And the answer is yes.
He said,
we've done it already.
He said, I didn't see a saw. I just wanted to let him know that I had one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Compact tear off med pouch just shipped. Yeah, we shipped a few. We shipped a lot of shit yesterday. Brock says, John, my dad worked for Florida FEMA. The Floridian Guard, etc., are great humans. I believe that the majority of them are. I also believe that what they do is not in the homeowner's best interest or the property owner's best interest a lot of times. Government policy a lot of times has nothing to do with the human being doing the job. My NSW is an older full box, not module. Right on. Right. Did you say you're waiting on one of those or you have one? Only SRT team I've ever seen. They wore all black, had clear shields, pepper paint guns, and nightsticks. Yeah, that sounds like you were in prison. Is that what you're telling me? A riot team?
That sounds definitely like a riot team.
Workhorse fabrication. The added fucked up part to the whole thing is all that damn mid and dust being taught. Yeah, there's some crazy fucking rashes and skin shit coming out from people being in that, waiting on NSW order. Doug, hey Doug, find your confirmation email and reply to me on that. Let's get a look on that. I think they have some full box ones cutting, but I'm not sure what color. I have a friend in the Florida Guard that was activated for Milton recovery. Nuclear fuel issue. So I keep hearing that, but I haven't seen any proof of that. I have seen the whole thing about nuclear fuel. You had some PVC, polyvinyl chloride, which if you're not aware, that is what was in those tankers in Ohio that caused such a huge issue, the PVC stuff. And you had these plants that had these huge tanks, and who knows how long they were holding those old chemicals for, and those all breached, and that all went downstream, and that is in a lot of that soil now, all those toxins that people are in. I heard something else very interesting today. There was a dude here that we personally know, and he was right in Virginia. And he said that before the storm hit, they released water from a lot of the dams, and that is actually what flooded out a lot of the area. It wasn't even like a lot of the area was flooded before the storm even happened.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of people lost their lives over that. Sounds like water radiated with boron. Do a lot of people in Camden vote early, or does everyone wait? So I think early voting starts in the next couple days. Amanda said she was going to vote.
Really? Oh man, so I can vote.
There's a ton of silica in the silt that washed up everywhere. Nuclear fuel facility had water get to where it's not supposed to be. I'm currently oh, well, then you would know. There we go. Does Skully know anyone from Florida Special Missions Unit in Florida Guard?
No, I don't. I don't know anybody down there.
There is a nuclear fuel factory close by, but we didn't see much damage there. Well, that's good. That could have complicated.
Made it complicated a little bit.
Could have been a problem.
We got there. 2-pan chloride?
Atropine.
Atropine.
I'm gonna run around in circles, then shit all over the dryer. That's what happens when you give a cat 2-pan chloride and then he gets in the dryer. If they released those dams without warning ahead of the storm, that makes me wonder if they intentionally wiped out Trump voters. I don't know about Trump voters. Could be Trump voters, could be the whole lithium. I mean, it could be any number of things. There's a nuclear fuel factory by, okay, we read that. That's like that cursed lake in Georgia where they flooded out the black folks and drowned them to make the lake. Well, some of that happened here. They went through a ton. When they built Kentucky Lake, they flooded a ton of towns. Now they pulled people out and some people wouldn't leave. Rumors afloat that SOE is making a British-style LBE webbing system. Is that an official rumor? That's not a rumor. We've been showing that motherfucker for the last 6 months.
British? Come on, guys. That's an American-made product. Brits copied us.
And I saw the dude last night. It's like, I really wish you mounted that to the belt in 8 points. I'm like, why? Why? Is 05 Katrina. In 05 Katrina, I saw a dude drop black C-cell flashlights in the flooded swamp water, and the next day it was silver. Oh, interesting. They ate it off. Lots of flipped over fuel tanks, probably 50,000 gallon tanks. That's wild. NSWE Rant. Right on, Doug. I'll take a look at that, man. Bear Independent brief yesterday about the goings on around Germantown was enlightening. Dude, Bear was here and we had a off the camera conversation that was even fucking crazier. I'm going to be headed to the Army Navy store near me here soon this week. Any hard to find items you'd suggest I look for? I would tell you to just buy shit that you need. SOE don't do red coat shit.
Nope.
One thing is for sure, the government is not, the government, not only is the government not here for you, they actually do detriment to you a lot of times. Like think in the last 12 months. Fuck, let's go the last 36 months. Name something the government did
that was positive
for you. I'm sure we can come up with dozens that fucked us in some manner.
Yeah, that was
like you should actually operate as though the government is fucking literally trying to take your life in most instances. Have you discussed the 30 tons of ammonium nitrate that went missing last year? Oh, are we talking about off the train? Is that what you're talking about, King? We actually did. I talked to a buddy from the train.
Yeah. It's probably some farmer who's using it to fertilize his crop.
Here's your other option. Fucking train cars get holes in them sometimes, and you might go back fucking 10 miles and see fucking ammonium nitrate all through the tracks there. Could also been somebody, that valve was opened. Or it could be somebody took it. It could literally, like when they did my raid, when my initial attorney talked to the prosecutor, he said, we don't want to hear shit from your client unless he's going to tell us about the train car with stolen machine guns. I'm like, do you have a train car full of stolen machine guns? Like, do you guys move machine guns on train cars?
What is this, the Wild Wild West?
We are the carbon they are trying to yeah, I did a shirt that said that. We have a shirt that says that. My suspenders, I attach my belt attachment loops, hold great and don't slide. Yeah. How do you like the Blue Eddy? I just bought their 30 amp unit with solar. I like it for what it is, man. I think it's great. Tad's got a AG1. What's the company AG1 does their solar stuff? And dude, they've got 10 different units. You can grid tie, you can have battery, you can have a disconnect. They brought their bus out here, man. Their shit's super clean, plug and play. You can't fuck it up. You can't hook it up wrong. Why did I get raided? Google me, bitch. There's a lot of it.
Google me, bitch.
John had a job interview. John had you had a job interview. Drive strength. Hey, what's up? Guy was breaking my balls for not having led more than 25 people at a time in the military. I asked how many employees he had. Said they currently had 7. Yeah. Was he even in the military? Like, how can he give you shit about something he hasn't done? Yeah, fuck that guy. Do you even want to work there? Start your own company and compete against him. Afternoon, gentlemen. Former saw gunner, Thundering Third, 1994. What's up, buddy? How are you? Do you miss the saw? I'll bet you currently have one.
I wish I did. I love that guy.
Wish I could have been a fly on the wall off the record comment. You could have been. All you had to do was be here. There was about 20 of us there. And I thought they were going to jump on this dude. He's like, do you have a fucking phone in your hand? Delete that right the fuck now. You got rated. Oh, I got rated 25 years ago. Dude, I was on the cover of CNN. I was on CNN 3 days in a row. I was the cover of every West Coast news. Here's a front page, half page article on me. They said, attack pythons and boas, guard the booty of stolen machine guns. Like, they literally said that.
The booty. I love it. The booty. Well, you have to also caveat that with them posing with an airsoft gun.
Federal agent poses with stolen machine gun from Camp Pendleton. Had a wind-up wheel. I had no machine guns. I didn't even have any illegal firearms. Are the semi-auto 249s any good? Or just a toy?
It's just a toy.
It's still pretty badass.
I mean, it's badass, but it is just a toy. You know, the reality is
it does everything the other one does except full auto.
Yeah, a machine gun should do machine gun shit.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda next time if there's a next time.
Oh, so does Bob have okay, yeah. Hey Bob, if you just need a saw gunner, I was the best saw gunner in the Marine Corps in what year was that? 1991?
1962.
1991, the best saw gunner in the Marine Corps.
He was at Iwo Jima.
I actually wanted to when I went to Iraq, I wanted to carry a saw, but they were like, can't have one.
He made a joke about where did you say you were? Mount Sarabachi.
Yeah, Mount Sarabachi.
And people were like, stolen valor. Yeah, fucking idiot.
I've been to Mount Sarabachi.
AK-47. Hey, gentlemen. Michael, how are you, man? Tim Howard. Russian SVT-40 or AK-47? I don't even know what
AK-47
is. Hey, Skully, if Bob EDC's you, I'm sure you could run his saw.
I would be more than happy to run that saw. Again, I got a medal for it. Super squad.
Hard to lead more than 12 without co-leaders. Are you going to do another? Are you going to do another expeditionary hoodie like the black one Bear has? We are going to do one. I'm not sure what we're putting on there yet. We're coming up on the time. Right now is the time to do
hoodies,
this. Yeah,
because it's starting to get cold.
I had one on this morning. It was fucking
cold this
20.
Morning. That's why I'm wearing my hoodie.
It was 34 degrees. It was cold this morning. It was chilly.
I've never played with Arc and Optics. If you want to send me one, I'll play with it. But I've never played one.
Who's been growing the beard longer? I have, but mine just does this. I shave everything every morning, and
this is only 3 weeks.
I could give a shit about this. Amanda likes it. So
this is only 3 weeks. Oh my god!
Saw the Predator pack.
Is it all burnt down at the bottom? I had a fire issue last night.
SVT 3840, cool looking rifle, but it's jam-o-matic.
Yeah, AK-47. It's the more modern. Always go with the, well, I don't want to say always, but it's the more modern rifle, even though it is a caveman toy now.
Fucking Bang Bang said, if you don't have at least one raid in your lifetime, you weren't doing enough business to make others mad. That's true. There's always a confidential informant. And listen, if you're thinking about snitching, Just be aware. When they tell you nobody will know,
they're lying.
When they give the other side the paperwork, even if they Sharpied it out, when you hold it up to the light, you can read right the fuck through it. And when they gave Jeff his set, they didn't even knock the guys' names out.
Knock the names off. And the other thing too is
we know.
You know, because it's like John said this. Confidential informant number 1 said this. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know who it is anyways. It's fucking dumb.
Overton is saying the Arkin belt beats out his Night Force right on. Splatter print expeditionary hoodie. Man,
at what price though, guys? What's the price difference between the two? I mean, because there's a lot of scopes out there that are $10,000, but I'm not going to buy a fucking $10,000 so I can see kind of better.
You can tell because of the information on the paper. You remember those? Yeah, absolutely. We knew exactly who they were, but you also have their fucking names.
We also had the names, so it's kind of dumb.
Arkin is $400. All the information is in the discovery pack. Well, I had a sealed indictment, and we actually went to court the first time, and the magistrate said you have 30 days to provide the defendant with the disclosure paperwork. And we went back in 30 days, and the judge said you have another 30 days. And then we went back in 30 days, and the magistrate said, if you don't produce this paper, you have 30 days. So that would have been at 90. They said, if you don't produce the disclosure paperwork, I am dismissing this case 100%. And then we got 4,800 pages of disclosure, and about 300, 400 like 300, 400 pages had anything to do with me. And I read every page. The others, there were people in there I still to this day have no idea what it was about. Was Skully also rated?
I mean, kind of.
My fault.
Kind of.
There's consequences for being my friend.
Sometimes.
I would be down for a splatter hoodie. Yeah, the hoodies, the splatter shit went super fast.
Are you making splatter hoodies?
Maybe. Should we? You like it? Did you like the splatter shirt?
Oh yeah.
Do you or no?
No, yes. I forgot that. I forgot you did one. I mean, Jesus, John, you do so many damn shirts.
We're doing a challenge coin for the party.
Challenge coin? Oh.
It's best we customers give you other company bids with the price Sharpied out. Evening, Don Hill. Amanda requires a splatter hoodie. I'll get you a splatter tattoo right on your back. Do you want me to do it, or do you want somebody else to do the tattoo? I'm pretty good. I've done lots of tattoos. I've done many tattoos. John, just leaving the gym, breaking in my 3rd pair of Victos overreach.
Nice, Victos.
To add to the rotation. Ordered more goodies earlier from the juicy clearance section.
I'm actually wearing mine right now.
Guys, I don't have a clearance section. I think he's talking about it, Victos.
I'm wearing mine right now. When I take them off, they smell like death.
Right over the bullseye. I'll be there to put my name on my coin. Right on. You coming? Awesome. Guys, if you want to come in as a vendor, any friendly companies, if you have a business that provides a service or a product, just get with myself or Curie about being a vendor. The party is December 7th. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the biggest one yet. I'm sorry, I'm new here. Just been hearing people talk shit about SOE. Wanted to see if it's justified. Doesn't seem so.
Hey, you're new.
Stick around. I'll let you down in some capacity.
Yeah, you're new. Give it a minute.
If SOE had a clearance section,
Battle Chemist,
it would be priced higher than the brand. It is. Like, people have no fathom. They can't fathom that. People are like, hey, do you have any blemishes? I'm like, yes, just whatever retail is, let me know what you want, and it'll cost twice as much. When we put stuff on auction, dude, it goes 3 times retail every single time, and we do it in a couple hours. I'm getting a passport. I'll be there for the next year's party. Where are you coming from, Lukewarm?
Yeah, that you need a passport.
Victos is nice. Got my rain jacket from Ben Thomas back. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Where are you coming from, bud?
Bring us something cool.
Do you have any experience with a Irma X-Cam 22 long rifle pistol?
No.
Looking for a Walther?
No, I don't.
Dude, bring me a devil. Bring me a Tasmanian devil.
Bring 2, mating pair, because we want to release them into the wild, so that next year everybody has to worry about Tasmanian devils
instead of cougars.
instead of cougars. Yeah.
I was a male dancer, part-time gigolo. Can I get a booth? Yes, you can.
Yeah. Of
Yes.
course.
RSVP for SOE. Yeah, guys, there's a SOE compound party. There is a page, an event set up for that. Guys, make sure you RSVP. That's how we know how many of the challenge coins we're having made. There will be a VIP package, probably 2 levels, that will get you early access, first dibs on product that we're building specific for that. There will also be some bags, some gift bags. But I bet Tasmanian devils would flourish in Tennessee. Maybe. We have alligators that are overwintering. Like, in theory, alligators should not make it through the winter, but they are.
We're trying to get away from all the damn pythons.
Ordered a new belt with the Chris is mad code. Right on. We've shipped a ton of belts this week.
Was Chris mad? What happened? He did something to his belt?
I don't even know. I don't even remember what he was mad about. I made a video. I'm like, he's like, cancel my order. Dude, we already canceled your order like the first time 2 weeks ago when you sent us an email. Like, why don't you? And he's like, you better refund my money. I'm like, you better call the fucking internet because I don't have your money. Like, as soon as we hit cancel order, it automatically takes the money from us. Throw a Tasmanian devil on the Barbie. New account, why dat? Skully, do you have an E&E class recommendation?
I do not.
I found one for improvised breaching and covert entry, but not E&E. Clever.
That sounds like a good class, actually.
Check out Sky Pirate Actual on Instagram. You'll like that dude. They do some breaching classes. Him and Pat do some breaching classes and different things. I'll bet you they have. Dude, for an E&E class, dude, get with Ed Calderon. What's his current Sneak Reapers, his company? But the current, I think he's just on there as Ed Calderon. The DNR pulled an alligator out of our local lake in West Virginia, and it wasn't a small one. Can we intertwine beards like those dudes on Avatar? No, that's pretty gay. We all fuck women here. Is Chris still mad? No, that code was over, I don't know, a week or so ago. Man, it's been years since there was a discount code attached to some bitch's name.
Yeah.
We're pretty vague about it now.
John's got soft. He's getting comfy in his old age. And so
Highlander trifold wallets in stock? I don't have a clue. Probably. Hey, Justin, what's up? Didn't I ban you at some point for something, Justin Ridlin? Maybe I have you
over
confused.
the beach boots from Victos.
Stay clever. Radio Made Easy has an E&E class that is an awesome next one in the next fall. You just missed one, actually. Yeah, that's a good point, Bob. John's way nicer. I just don't have time for the silliness. Like, we used to make, like, when I say we made millions of dollars, we literally made millions of dollars off of that shit. It used to be when we would use your name as a discount code, we were really only operating on Facebook. Everybody was. And when we would use that guy's name, we would put his phone number up there as well as his account. We would tag him. And when you guys ordered, you would post your order number on Facebook and tag that dude. And he would literally have to lock his account down for a while. Now they call it cyberbullying, and it just doesn't work the same. But we literally made millions we built this building off of that bullshit. I miss the days of old Rant videos. I do them occasionally, man. The thing with Rant videos is I am so busy now. When I get one of those videos, if I make it right then, the energy's good. If I wait because I'm busy and I end up eating lunch, I'm like, I have no fucking try. Yeah, it's gone. Evan messaged me about that class. Wish I could have made it. Yeah, it sounds like it was badass. Sometimes an old bitch rant video pops up. Yeah, YouTube's been weird. Like, I went through trying to find, we made about 100 videos that were like solid videos, like the divorce prison video. And I went looking for them to try to put them in some kind of playlist, and I couldn't even find my own videos. But every now and then Facebook will show me a video that I literally couldn't even find on my own channel because I did a very poor job in cataloging them. I miss Tyler. Yeah, I messaged Tyler this morning. The patch panel burning set it off.
Party?
I did. I told him, yeah, compound party.
Did you tell him you had a clean bottle of Hyperlink?
I do have 2 bottles
That's
of
what I'm saying. You
hyperlean.
just be like, hey, bro, send him a picture of a bottle of hyperlean. He'll be here.
YouTube's been promoting me this week. That's awesome. Good to hear. Every night I do a live at 9 o'clock and people are like, dude, YouTube didn't tell me you were live. Was Scully really charged with a domestic for choking a chicken in the Brooklyn Zoo? What the fuck is he talking about?
It wasn't a chicken. I mean, I've never
been to Brooklyn.
I've never been attacked by a mountain lion, but I've choked out a few cougars.
They all asked for it.
Of course.
I got to get to the party. It'll be worth coming to. The divorce prison and starting over video is a video everyone should listen to. Makes people realize there's guys who've had it where, yeah, I kind of remain. I don't really care to interact with guys grumbling and complaining. Like when a dude tells me why he can't do some shit, I have almost always had 100 times worse than they have. So it's just like, and I can always introduce you to a dude that's missing a leg that still runs marathons. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, somebody said hyperleans makes my chest hurt. Hyperleans makes your butthole sweat, man. Hyperlean, you can't be taking that shit. I don't know how Tyler fucking handled the doses he was taking.
Speaking of hyperlean, I tried to get hold of Justin this morning too. He hasn't posted anything on his Instagram since March. I drove past his gym a few weeks ago.
Still open?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna just call the phone number and be like, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? I think a multicam black leather large tool bag would be, it is. And every time I build one, they go for about $1,600 and they are beautiful. I have 2 leather multicam black red thread tool bags sitting in my work bay right now. I don't care what they said about y'all. You guys are okay.
I don't care what they said either.
Yeah, we don't either. The people saying it never use their real name when they say it. I lost my right leg above the knee and was back to work 5. That's my point, man. When dudes are like, this thing happened to me, or my wife left me, or my business, I had to file bankruptcy.
There's always somebody that's worse.
I can introduce you to a dude that's missing his left fucking leg and his right fucking arm, and he did 3 more fucking deployments, and I'll bet he's done more since then.
You want to hear a missing leg story?
Yeah.
So this is still in the 90s, guys, late 90s. We're up at Fort Ord when Fort Ord still existed, and Stapleton, we're all sitting on this little hill looking at one of the Mount Town buildings, and you basically had to throw a hook in a 2nd-story window and climb up the rope and get in the window. That was the task that we had to do. And so all of us have done it, and everybody through H&S is going through to do it. And there's this fucking staff sergeant. Motherfucker can't get up. He just can't get up. He can't get up into the motherfucking window. Just can't do it.
On a hook and climb.
On a hook and climb. And we are fucking razzing him. Like we are going to town. This is back when Marines were a little bit harder on their leadership. We were going hard on his ass. Like those old time fucking snipers, you know the ones I'm talking about. Dude been in 6 years, is still Lance Corporal. We're fucking going hard on old staff sergeant and shit. And he finally quits. He's like, fuck you guys, and throws his shit and just walks away, right? and we are just fucking hooting and hollering that we got him to quit and shit. Everybody's going off. And then the little S2 corporal walks by. He's like, you motherfuckers are ruthless. He's like, I can't believe you did that shit to him. You were ruthless. And we're like, fuck that guy. He can't climb up the rope. He's like, he's missing his goddamn leg. And I'm like, we're all like, bullshit. Bullshit. He's like, no, he's missing his leg below the knee. Gone.
And he's on deployment.
And we're all like, bullshit. And so we chase him off, and everybody's like looking at each other like, no way.
Where are we?
We're in Fort Ord up in San Francisco.
Okay, I'm picturing you're in Iraq.
No, this is Fort Ord in San Francisco. and we're like, bullshit. And so we form up because we're going to go to a new place, and we march. We march by fucking H&S Company, and there's fucking staff sergeant. Got his leg off, using it as a pillow on the hill. Oh man, we felt like shit. He loved us after that, though.
That's awesome. All right, here's one. Let me go back. Breaking news: Pepsi to discontinue Diet Pepsi production starting 10/17.
That's going to suck for them. They're going to lose a lot of money. There's going to be some kids. They're going to be crying because they ain't going to be in college.
Well, that's tomorrow. He's saying
they're going to be, in college, no funds. They're going to be like, what happened? They're going to be like, we lost fucking Big Daddy Skully. He's not buying them cases anymore.
I did see one video of John saying not to wait for permits, licenses to complete your dreams. I then tried rewiring my house without a permit and it burned down. Shut the fuck up. Just started a new job as vice president of a company refurbishing CIWS for the Navy. What is a CIWS?
Sea-Whiz?
Oh, the fucking phalanx guns? Also building naval strike missile launchers. Still can't get an invite to SHOT Show. Oh shit! Just go to SHOT Show, man.
Yeah,
just go. Sneak in. You pay the fucking security guard smoking on the side door. He'll let you right in. There are dudes that have black belts in jiu-jitsu missing limbs. You have no excuses. Yeah, we had a friend who was in a cast that, and Dwayne's a pretty good fucking jiu-jitsu dude, and our boy Doug in the cast fucked him up left and right.
I spent all night whipping his ass. It's funny. Except I had to sit there and watch it.
How long does it take to make one? I know it's taken years to get to that point, though. Workhorse, what are we talking? Are we talking about the tool bag? Production-wise, I think we make a tool bag in about an hour. If I'm making it on video, probably 2 hours. But that's not a leather one. When I do contrast thread, I do every stitch, like one stitch at a time. Most of it's by hand. Evan, I see your order number, but I don't know what you're asking me about here. People just want to approve of them quitting. Yeah, that's it exactly. Or I don't even know what it is. I think a lot of people grumbling on the internet didn't actually do what they're complaining about. They didn't even try. Yeah, I was the one you said you can sell for 16. Yeah, anytime I do leather hybrid stuff, I mean, you can see the auctions. They're still on Facebook if you scroll back far enough. I did a round duffel. The last one I made went for $2,600, and I've made several. There are dozens and dozens of auctions at that price range.
Shotgun card?
Is he asking when the shotgun card's going to? I don't know what he's asking.
You did tell him to send the order number, though.
Oh, is that Evan that I told that to?
Yeah.
No, I told him to send me an email replying to his confirmation.
Oh.
Let's see what he's. When I switch screens, do you guys still see me on the camera, or did I shut that all down? Thermocell pouch. Yep. You're going to wait for the thermocell pouch. They're going to all ship at the same time. If you would like a refund, I can refund you right now. Oh, you got 192 orders. Jesus. He's not asking about a refund. Let's see how many other orders he has open.
2.
Is that his most current? Yeah, that's his newest one, October 4th.
What's the other one?
Let's see what this is. You're waiting on the Dinosaur Day pouch. A bunch of that embroidery was done yesterday. Compact tear off, an extra panel,
Dinosaur
and a
Day
mag card.
pouch?
Yeah, we did a tool bag light
Mm-hmm.
that had some cool Jurassic Park shit on there.
Tool bag light. I like those.
Yep. And then it looks like he's got a 12 gauge pouch open, but I'll bet if we go through here, there's shipping on this thing. So Thermacell. Yeah, we're waiting on him. See this? I'm already distracted. Where the fuck is my live at?
I don't know.
I'm going to end up on Facebook Marketplace buying some shit. I bet I have more. I'll bet you do have more, DJ. Somo says he's got 192 orders. AJ, we still see you. Good to know. Good to know. Camera's still running good. New code coming, Evan. Yeah, Evan's a fucking good customer, good client. Thank you for your orders, guys. I recognize his name. I don't know if I actually know him or not.
DJ Guzman.
Skully, my Ranger brothers said they wanted to flood Tampa to make a smart city. Every time, almost everywhere you have one of these fucking natural disasters, you do have a Agenda 2030 plan for a fucking smart city.
Yeah,
Feel like,
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know.
Jenks, what's up, dude? Can you check on my buttock while be doing order checks? I don't know what he's fucking talking about. Would a Sun 2 MC2 fit in a small utility pouch? Sun 2 Compass, is that what we're talking about? Yeah, you'd put it in there probably with a bandage also. Butt pack. Can you check on my butt pack while we do order checks? No.
You didn't give us the order number, so how are we going to check?
What color butt pack you got? multicam butt packs are being cut. I have woodland butt packs right now.
Oh, woodland. That's the way to go.
If you're serious, bang bang, reply to your confirmation email and tell me, hey, anything you can do to ship this faster, I'll take it without the free item, and then we can probably do something with it, especially if we can change color on it.
Blessings.
If not Agenda 2030, you have rich folks like Oprah that want the property like Maui. Yeah, look where all those people are being put right now in Maui. You haven't heard shit about it either. Tulsi Gabbard's talking about it. I think you're going to hear quite a bit about it. 2 multicams. Yeah, I don't have multicam butt packs right now. They're batched up. They're either cut or being cut. If you want to do a different color, I can send woodland probably today. Tim Howard, woodland packs. Good to know. Yeah, we got woodland. I think that was on the email last night. It even said if you order this, it'll ship tomorrow. A smart city is also known as 15-minute cities. Yes, they're putting them into play right now in Europe. You can see them all through China. They literally have like facial recognition when you come in. And when you go to the grocery store, there are things you can and cannot buy dependent on your social credit score.
Also, AKA prisons.
Yep, they're very much like prisons. Coos, Steve Weatherford, I do not know him. His content is pretty incredible, and he does seem accessible somewhat. Small fish here, only order 11 orders. Well, Torrance, thank you for your orders, man. What do y'all think about living in Arizona? I personally would not live in Arizona. Power goes out, that's a very rough kind of life. There were people dying less than 100 years ago to take mail across Arizona. Look at Las Vegas. Las Vegas only exists because it is a man-made environment, right? If the power goes out and those dams stop, there's no power generation there. There's no water there. I agree, Richard. I was listening to Steve Weatherford while at the gym today. It's incredible shit. Justin Ridlin, can you tell me the name of the company with the well water pump that was somebody put it in there, wasn't it Pump Jack? I thought it was Pump Jack. You know, I intended to interview that dude and I just never put that together. I never got in the same place. Lift Jack, there we go. The product looks very fucking solid. My first order was an EDC belt January 2018. Gone down a few sizes, but the belt is on the wall. That's a good place to put it, man. Wake up every morning and remember how you got there. Sounds like an FPS SRT team. FPS deploys with FEMA. Flowjack. If you don't have a nearby water source, figure out where you're getting it and stop running. If it stopped, exactly. Isn't that that's permaculture? The first rule of permaculture: water access type 1 issues, right? Like I can't move that mountain, I can't change the zoning. I listened to him on the way to jiu-jitsu this morning. It was great. Yeah, his short form content's really good. His long form content's very good. I didn't even know he had long form content until yesterday morning. John and Scully, what is the truth on the death toll in North Carolina?
I don't know. It seems to be a little low, but you know, again, when we're counting death tolls, there probably is a lot of people that are missing still, unaccounted for.
Now, death toll means we have the body, and we have the body in a bag or a morgue, right? You know, there's 1,000 people missing. It changed over a week ago from rescue to recovery. And at this point,
yeah,
you might have some dudes that have walked away and are just going to be presumed dead that want to remain in that manner. But most people who are unaccounted for, they are deceased. So if we have 1,000 missing, chances are good that 995 of those people are actually deceased. Battery powered fridge ice chest. Richard, I do not, but there's a bunch of stuff for the overland stuff that does that. I saw something that looks like a Tesla Powerwall, and a dude pulled his fridge out and there was 2 battery packs, and this thing literally plugs in the wall, so it draws shore power, and then your refrigerator plugs into this, so it just flows through, And when the power goes off, I think they said they had 48 hours of power on this thing for that refrigerator. And it was just a normal ass refrigerator. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of stuff like that. What do you think of Tim Kennedy? I'm donating to Bear instead. I hear a bunch of mixed. So I don't know Tim. I do know Bear, and I've seen Bear, and I have been out when Bear is working. I have been there a day after a tornado when Bear was there. And
I'm sure Tim Kennedy is doing good shit for people.
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he's doing good shit.
I'm sure he is.
I did see a video of him. Where he evacuated
from. Are you talking about from Afghanistan?
No, he's down there.
The helicopters?
No, they did vehicles, but he evacuated a bunch of people and took them. Like they were going to provide housing for him, right? They basically were like, "Hey, we're going to get you fucking hotel rooms." They went to the hotel, and the security guard's like, "It's all FEMA. There's no rooms available." And so he was having a hard time finding places for these people to sleep. But I mean, I'm sure Tim's doing good shit down there. Definitely better than he's doing better shit than the Red Cross.
We know Bear. Bear, like you can talk to Bear. You can meet people that know Bear. Like you said, if you want to give money to Tim, give money to Tim. I personally know Bear, though. I went out to see what Bear was doing after the tornado in Kentucky because I had watched him all through COVID, and I had a chance to where I could actually access him, and we've been friends ever since. Like when I say I'm friends with somebody, like I know that dude. Like he was just here last weekend. He's been here many times. They never tell us the death tolls. Over 1,300 people washed away in Katrina. Same thing was said during Texas too. Got my furnace rigged up, Blue Eddy for power outages.
Well, you know, speaking of that, when we talked about never talking about death tolls, they never give a death toll when the sewer system in Vegas gets flooded out. That's
a good point.
Like they never account for those
people. That's true. A lot of people living down in those storm drains. I'm running set power fridge freezer in my rigs. They have been awesome for the price. Good info. I've been seeing a lot of overland content on YouTube. What's the best mid-range overland platform? So you're seeing all that because Overland Expo just happened. They had Overland West in Arizona. Used to be Mormon Lake. I think it's somewhere close to there now, kind of Sedona area. And then they just had Overland East in Virginia. Evan was there. One of the bigger YouTube channels, Overland channels, ranked Evan as the number 7th booth setup at Overland, which was very cool. What's the best platform? Ford versus Chevy, man. Get what you're happy with. If I tell you
Nissan Titan,
yeah,
Nissan Titan.
If I tell you Nissan Titan, there's going to be a billion people that tell you that Toyota's better. And if I tell you Toyota, there's going to be dudes that are like, I want a full size. Get what you want, man. What can you afford? If you really want to see badass fucking setups, look up TAV and tell them I sent you. Tell them John from SOE said, what's up? It's tactical TAV, tactical. I don't know, TAV, tactical something vehicles. They're out of Arizona, dude. They do fucking incredible builds. TJ Bear is legit cool, dude. Yeah. Toyota is better though. I have Toyotas. I've got a couple of them. Skully looked angelic driving into SRF. His truck's, that Titan's nice. It really is. He got way more for his money than I got with my Tundra. But my Tundra still fucking will throw his Nissan on the ground and he'll be pregnant.
When you come for the party, I'm going to put John's Toyota in the back of the Nissan and drive around for y'all so you can see it. I'm not even going to take the deck off. I'm going to park it right on top of the.
Peter, Toyota does make a diesel. Your fucked up government won't bring them in.
That is true.
TAV vehicles, dude, they're badass. They do some incredible builds. They do like a level 1, 2, and 3. The EPA that's because they can't let them in because it'll fuck up all the other diesel market. Tactical all-terrain vehicles. Yeah, dude, super cool YouTube channel. Their builds are incredible. You better have some money. They're building like top-notch stuff. About to hop off. Catch you guys tonight. Doug, have a good evening. Have a good afternoon, man. F-250 will impregnate, but I have F-250 also. I got all of it. I got a Nissan van. I got a Ford F-250 Super Duty on 37s. I've got a Dodge 5.9 Mega Cab. I've got a diesel Excursion. I got every brand. Not my government. Yeah, they still steal your tax money. Speaking of Overland, next plans for Little Smith. He'll be back in here in a minute. He said he'll have it at the party. He'll be here with it. Total Hilux comes in. Toyota Hilux. Guys, I got a friend's got a right-hand drive Hilux 4Runner for sale right now. It's nice. Workhorse. I was a master ace mechanic for 15 years. I worked on a lot more Toyotas than Nissans because there's way more of them, Jason. Come on, you know that. Jason's got Toyota Nissan. You get like Nissan costs less. You got a Ram diesel, but I still need a lightweight rig. Seen a neat setup today made by Overland. Is that a company, Overland? Just got back from cutting line with a Pulaski. Was laughing at these guys saying rucking is brutal. No shit. Bring your Pulaski here and cut some shit. Elon Starship will impregnate everyone. What model Nissan have you had a good I have a van, NV 2500. There's actually quite the cult following for them. They've stopped producing them. It's got that Titan V8. It's fucking comfortable, 3/4 ton tow package. It's a high box. What model Nissans have you had a good experience with, Jason?
Everyone.
I got to pee. Talk to them.
John's got to pee. You got any questions? Yes, the Nissan Titan is the best. Let's see, what model?
Is Brandel in here?
Yeah, he's sleeping. He's over there taking a nap. I don't know how you do this. Randall, come here and control this.
What do you need?
I need to move questions. Now I'm just looking at one question. F-250. You know, hey, I have a 2000 F-350 that has 500,000 miles on that motherfucker, and the only thing I've ever changed is a glow plug, shocks, tires. That's it. That truck is the bomb. It's got a little electrical issue now, but I mean, it's 25 years old. Fucking truck is a bomb. My Dodge, on the other hand, is a bomb. Can't believe I bought that.
Did you see the booster return from the last space launch?
I did see the booster return from the last space launch. That's some sci-fi shit, guys. Elon is doing some great shit, and because we have a fucked up government, instead of understanding that, I don't know, he just rescued the last astronauts we put in space. They're trying to dog him out at every corner.
My Dodge is a bomb as well. Skully Titans are nice trucks, and I have a Tacoma.
Yeah, Titan's nice trucks. I mean, originally, as a young lad, I had a Datsun B210, best car ever. Did fucking put 400,000 miles on that car. And that, all I changed was the starter.
Randall, when does next John and Amanda Patreon video drop? They didn't record one for the last couple weeks because of everything going on here. But I think there will be one that drops in the next day.
Gunslinger, why are you upside down? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened there? Suburbans for road travel all day long. Yeah, Suburbans are nice. I mean,
tornado chasing vehicle recommendation.
A tornado
Something
chasing
super fucking heavy.
M1 Abrams. If you're looking to get me a tornado chasing vehicle, I would like an M1 Abrams. I'm not going to chase it far because I only get half a gallon to the mile, but I would love an M1 Abrams. You just drop me right in the middle of the hurricane.
15 Ford Expedition.
I wonder how high the winds have to be for the turret to come off.
I wonder if it could. Is there any footage? Remember? No, that was a flood that wiped out all those airplanes on Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, all the helicopters.
4Runner just hit 75,000. It's still brand new. Do they have scissors or razors in Tennessee?
Scissors or razors?
He's talking shit about your grooming standards.
Oh, I don't care.
Did that dude just say fucking ban me?
No, you don't need to ban them. I mean,
M1 Abrams.
Why would I need to
have crazy armor? They do. They're super heavy. Have you seen the new tank? The 82nd is messing with. No,
the Booker. It's called. It's the M10 Booker. And I mean, is it going to be a game changer? Maybe for the 82nd Airborne. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to jump out of an airplane and there's a tank there waiting for me.
My daily is my feet and a rucksack. Where'd that fucking crazy bike you have go? Dude had a bike with a trailer and all kinds of stuff on it, panniers, and it literally tells police, it's like, hey, stop me and harass me. He's got like all this, he's got a cool bike with all kinds of shit, but every fucking cop is like, we're gonna get that dude.
Yeah, don't ride it through New Johnsonville because they are going to roll you.
Yeah, you
up.
can't even go through there with a backpack. Skully, are you sending old or brand new Bradleys to Ukraine?
I believe they are actually the current issue Bradleys that are in Ukraine. But I've also heard from a pretty reputable source that they've kind of dumbed them down a little bit. That they don't have all the good shit. But that's beside the point. The new crews, those fucking Ukrainians that are crewing those Bradleys, are fucking on point. They're using that thing like it's a goddamn battle tank. Like they took out a T-90 with a fucking 25 millimeter chain gun.
The fact they're calling that new tank the Booker makes me want to call it the Ava Cockadoo, like Booker said in the Dem primary.
It is the Booker, but it's General Booker, not Senator Booker.
Never trust a 40-year-old on a Huffy. They just like, man, when cops want to make contact with you and you don't want to have a conversation with them, man, they have a real fucking issue with that. Dirty Civilian has good content on, like, they just did a video. Yeah, they were comparing the most recent one. If you didn't see it, they do actually have one on e-bikes, but they just did one comparing gas dirt bikes to e-bikes. Mystery Ranch, too spicy for Tennessee. That's right.
It's just that nobody. Guys. It's just that nobody walks around here. Like, even when for some reason, if I have to walk from one place or another in Waverly,
it's a long walk.
Everybody in town is either like, oh, look at that poor, or
when you see
he's gonna rob somebody.
When you see people here running, you're like, oh, they must be from out of town. Like, Amanda, we lived here for 10 years before we ever saw a person jog here. Bloated Mons Jeep up, tools and supplies, no room for bike. Oh, loaded mom's Jeep up. I'm going to be upping my game with an e-bike bit in 25. It's 2,500 bones. You got to be getting paid good at that sawmill, though, yeah. That dude's sling blade walked a lot. We had a lot of highway patrol and National Guard want to talk to us. We just kept the windows up and waved and drove past the roadblocks. Yeah. Don't give them a chance to tell you no. What are they going to do? Shoot at you? Did you see a lot of guns out, like guns present, a lot of long guns and stuff, Bob? All right. Who do we like? We'll do the chest rig first.
Chest rig? Who needs a chest rig?
How's Little Spoon doing? Are you bringing Little Spoon to? Somebody was asking about that.
How Little Spoon's doing?
Yeah, right here.
Little Spoon's doing okay. I will bring the trailer here for the party, so I can pass out in it.
Brian Marks, badass. Drive Street, what's up? You a new member? We do a video.
Oh, Battle Chemist. I liked your name. I was going to pick you.
Pulling the thread is on members, so it comes out to members and then it comes out to the public a month or so later, so it's current.
No guns at all. Did you see that?
Yeah, Amanda and I do a live video. We do a video once a week. You guys ask questions, and that's homesteading business and whatever. There's a lot of value in both of those, and that's members, and you get that by being a member. Are you giving? Yeah, it'll come. Workhorse, it will come. It'll come with the H harness, a matching H harness, and the strap. Skully, do you have any 6mm bolt guns?
No 6mm. No, I am not a sellout. I like my guns like.
I was asking about Little Thin Spoon. I'll hit you up about making a CNC cutout for your windows. He's got a fab shop.
Oh, that's very cool.
He can make hedgehogs.
Yeah,
like real anti-tank hedgehogs, like on the beach.
Oh, I need like a dozen of those.
You probably need more than a dozen. And then he also does like full-blown off-road builds.
That's very cool. That is very cool.
Home City is full of people walking around wearing backpacks with baseball bats, and shit strapped to them, tweakers galore. Any Tavor updates?
No, classes in December, and I've been neglecting my duty to to the Tavor because she broke on me. So I'm like, put them in the corner and get something else out because I can do that because I'm not poor.
Clever. I have flown so I'm currently flying a 4 Mini Pro DJI. It's a lighter drone. I've got the Mavic 2s, I've got pros and zooms. But this 4 Pro, Josh said it was badass, so I bought one. And I fly it all the time. I've had it up now. Now the 4 is a much lighter drone, so the wind does take a lot of it. Stabilizes really well in the wind. It definitely slows it down and eats up battery life because it's fighting. But I've put both of the. I say both. I've got probably 25 of them. I've flown them all in weather, in lightning, everything. I've had them out in the rain. I put them up to see where the storm's at. I put them up to see what the storm patterns look like. I've not had any problems with them. You can definitely get bigger drones that are going to be more stable. Attel makes a drone. If you watch Dirty Civilians drone video, they talk about the Attel drone. You're going to pay $4 to $5 grand for it. It has no firmware. It does not lock you out when you go to take off. The monitor is bigger. It's got thermal capability built into it. You can get that with DJI. You pay a lot more for them. And DJI more and more is conforming to government shit to where it just keeps adding more bullshit to what you can and can't do. Did the trailer smell like a dog when you got it?
It did not. Somebody had it before me, and they actually had taken it out a couple times to camp in it. And so it didn't smell like dog, but it did need some love.
I don't know what this kid. My dad was a Green Beret. He taught me how to identify you.
Okay.
We identify as having penises and fucking women. Josh Winnie, what's up, buddy? Love you, miss you.
What did Josh? Where's Josh?
He just said chest rig.
rig.
How do you make gear for little? How do you make gear for little kids?
Just smaller.
I don't know if he's being silly or what, but yeah, we made gear for my kids when they were little. We have an in-house ISR drone and make mini parts for other manufacturers. Interesting. How big is that drone? Starting a new job Monday. Congratulations. Looking forward to more time to working on the homestead. Looking forward to coming to the party. Love to see you, man. It'll be good to see you out. John, when you buy leather, where do you get it from? You have a lot of options. I buy it at Tandy Leather because I want to touch it and see it and smell it. If you're buying in bulk, look at Frog Jelly, look at Springfield Leather. You can definitely buy at a lower price than Tandy. Tandy is just the place where I can go into Nashville and look at the hides they have. John Skully, what is your take on 7 days of drones over military bases? 3 to 4,100 miles per hour. Yeah, they said they had a mothership that launched a bunch of drones and shit. Have you heard about all this? Mm-hmm. It's been a lot of drone activity lately. And they said that our jamming device is not working on these things. Have to refresh. DJI takes out fencing and remove serial numbers from telemetry downlink signal in Minecraft. Have to refresh. DJI take out. Yeah, you can jailbreak them. I don't personally have any idea how to do that. I'm sure the info's out there. Oh, so 3 to 4,000 feet, 100 miles per hour, 20 foot long on some of these drones they're talking about. I've been hearing a lot of talk. I haven't paid much attention to it. 118-inch wingspan. Oh, neat. It's a big bird. We saw using some big drones doing crop dusting and stuff. Edgy. I'm telling you, bro, make some blades, bring them out. The people that are going to be here, those are potential, those are like all qualified customers. They are all people who will, buy product. You might sell to a dude on the internet, but you're going to be in front of a large audience. You're going to have the potential for hundreds and hundreds of people to see your product. And these are all dudes that will be, clients in the future. You cannot, you couldn't pay for that type of advertising. If you put your product in front of 1,000 dudes, those are all qualified fucking people that will buy product in the future. I'm guessing Pinball and Mad Shad fan their intelligence too, collecting opinions. You're not so sly. Who the fuck who's he talking to? I'm guessing you're a pinball and Mad Shan fan. Is this this Joel guy? Is this dude talking shit? Somebody let me know what the fuck he's talking about, or is he just fucking drunk? Is DJI China? It is. Yeah, it is. I always imagine them going boom like the page. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Flying deer out of the woods. That's
yeah, they're using drones now. A lot of places you can't legally use a drone to recover your fucking animal with. He's trolling. All right, let's get him the fuck out of here. You're banned. Come back with a new fake account. And if we banned you by accident, well, fuck you and make a new fake account. Ban user, delete their comments. It doesn't matter what you meant to say. It doesn't matter what you said. It only matters what I fucking heard. Can't jam drones that are using camera sensors for terrain association navigation. You can pre-program flight, not really on GPS or operator control. I bet I can tell you that the DoD, etc., is not wanting stuff made with Chinese parts. I missed the party in July, missed SRF, but I'm here and God willing be on the 7th. Right on.
Good. Come on out.
Yeah, people are flying deer out. They're using thermal cameras to locate animals too, which a lot of, like, depending where you are, they have a fucking real issue with that shit.
Any net that can be shot out of a firearm for anti-drones. There are some guns that do that are for drones. So the problem is, the reality is, anything that has to do with the net, the drones don't have to get close to. It's not like the old days where the drones had to get close because of the cameras. Everything's far off now, and so you really can't catch a drone. If they're using the drone properly, it's really not going to be at a range or a level for you to catch it. Now, maybe if you had one of those fucking high-speed drones coming at you with a fucking rocket on it, that you could fire at it and knock it down before it got to your position. But man, that would be a close call, bro.
They're putting up netting and stuff around for those FPV drones.
Yeah, for the FPV drones.
Kind of like they put up for anti-RPG stuff. Protecting the drone operator is going to be the next solution. I've been watching SOE when John had a dark beard. That's a long time ago.
That's what I've always said, that we don't need to worry about the drones right now. We need to be killing the operators, and that should be doable with the way they're using those drones. They should be able to identify where the operators are and start targeting those operators. Richard
Coos, I want a drone with thermal. The DJI Mavic 3 has thermal on board, and then from there you go up to all kinds of drones. Like our sheriff's department in the next county over has a fucking big drone, and those things go high. They can come down and talk to different suspects and stuff, especially like suicide guys and stuff. They can talk to them through the camera without putting an officer within range of the shooter. And then you've got the Intel drone. That's a pretty badass looking package. You should watch if you're seriously interested in a drone. Check out Dirty Civilians video on that, and then get on their website and watch some videos. Eric Prince was saying they are combating that by using them connected to a super long cable. I could see that. Yes, I do recall hearing that too. Russia executed 9 Ukraine drone operators after the surrender. That's going both ways. There's videos of all of those guys stripped down in their underwear being executed.
Ukrainians are doing the same shit. I mean, the reality is the armies are the same.
Optic fiber drones. Your old story about regulators, hilarious. Lots of differences were settled in that dry creek bed behind the SOI Army. I guess you were talking about that when I was out. Yeah, the Intels look fucking very promising. Dirty Civilian showed the Intel with thermal on their channel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Exactly. Y'all got any insight on Eric Prince's unplugged phone? Well, I mean, he's pretty much CIA.
Yeah, you can just imagine that's no different than fucking the Tor. It goes right into naval intelligence or CIA or NSA.
Check out Above Phone. I have a podcast coming out with the CEO. But then again, I mean, he says cops can't open it. That seems promising. Are they going to keep trying to JFK Trump? I'm surprised. Yeah, I would think so.
They are gonna...
There's so you heard about the third guy, right? You saw him come out and he's like, I'm not trying to kill Trump. He's like in pictures with all of these dudes. He seems to be friends with quite a few of them. Cops can't open it and say, hold my money. Yeah. But I mean, who's more apt? The real deal is, look at a Signal, right? If you were the FBI and you wanted to see what people were saying that they didn't want the FBI to say, wouldn't you make an app and tell them the FBI can't read it? There is a record of, they don't have to catch you in a crime anymore. They don't have to be there when it happens. There is literally a record of every keystroke, everything you've said, every naked picture your girl's ever sent you, everything. They just assign a team of analysts when they want you. They dig through it and find your crime. And we know that even if you have no crime, they can easily insert a crime. Is it possible to a second order get shipped before the first? It's very possible. Very, very possible. Yeah, I heard he was unaware of the gun laws or something. I don't know what we're talking about.
Doesn't matter. If Trump's motorcade or if Trump is in your state, put your gun away. You don't want to be targeted as the next assassin.
What's a good walkie-talkie brand? The real answer is get with Radio Made Easy. Watch some of his videos. Watch his Instagram channel. There is no walkie-talkie anymore. Just use a ham radio, a HT, handy talkie. I'd rather have Eric Prince get access to my data than Google. Yeah, but who is Eric Prince today versus who he will be a year from now? And who is Eric Prince really? I mean, I know I was at a dinner table at a friend's birthday, and my loud friend across the table, I said, who the fuck you talking to? He was literally videoing with Eric Prince, like at the dinner table while we were there. I would like to think I'm less apt to get in trouble from something from Eric Prince, but the truth is we don't know. Like, I'm not boys with Eric Prince. Cops in Cali made that stuff up to look like heroes. I don't know what we're talking about.
What happened in Cali?
R&R Farms. If you got an order, just send me a reply to your confirmation email. I will get your order out probably next week. We're probably a little late for this week. We've shipped over 100 1.5 Cobras this week, probably. San Bernardino cops are known for corruption and gaslighting. I think you can say that about every law enforcement agency. I also think that there's probably decent cops, good cops in every agency.
And hey, motherfucker, San Bernardino Sheriff's Department was the only ones that didn't fucking close. Or not the only, but San Bernardino County was open during COVID. Thank you, Sheriff, whatever your name is.
Best thermal for a rifle, the one you have when you need it, the one you can afford.
That's the better answer, is the one you can afford, because
there's a lot of shit out there.
There's a lot of shit out there now, but they want real money for it. Real money.
My friend Don runs a company called Green Line Tactical, and he came in and brought a bunch of night vision stuff. And I learned a bunch of shit I didn't even know, and I have some night vision stuff. But the money you're going to pay, like buying the $6,000, $7,000 night vision, that's just the beginning. By the time you're done, you've got fucking 20 grand into that shit just to be usable. Graphene OS for Android adds some decent security. Okay, so that's what Above Phone is using graphene. The head programmer was here with the CEO of the company, two very interesting dudes. Security, because you can turn off data to USB and make it charge only, at least. Yeah, you can also take the apps and basically lock them up inside a cage when you're not using them, so they're not tracking and sending data out. It seems very promising. Above Phone seems like a good option. I have a few friends that got phones here at SRF from those guys. I think you should definitely at least look into it if you're concerned with that. I scored a legit Aimpoint M4, traded 2 custom knives. Nice. M4 is an old one, right?
Yeah.
That's like the M68.
I think so.
I got a box of those. You're 10 grand into a decent single tube NVG setup.
Can be.
Yeah, I've heard the mounts and everything else. So look, I mean, if you're going to run like 31s, right? Dual tube 31s, depending what you're getting, you're going to be between 7 and 10 grand. Your Wilcox mount, what are you on that? You can get them for about $500 now. Your helmet for like a good helmet, you're $2,000. You could get it for 14 to 16. Battery supply pack for remote battery, counterweight. I mean, you got, it just goes on and on and on. And that just lets you see in the dark. You can't shoot the fucking gun. You got to have a fucking maul or something on there for a laser. And then if you're running a clip-on thermal, you're fucking 10 grand minimum for that thing. And thermal and night vision don't really go together. I mean, they do two different things. M68 is an M2. Got it. John, my Michigan LEO buddy told me that they're now guarding electric substations. It's about fucking time. Coos, PVS 14s are $3,000, but the IR light, laser, helmet mounts, etc. You're up to 10. Yep.
Talk about a boring job. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want that job. But
and a drone with aluminum foil or wire cables will fucking negate all that. I got a Google Pixel phone. You can turn off the Google Pixel is what they're actually using to make the above phones. They wipe the entire system and put their operating system on it. They also have a laptop computer. Team Windy. Yep. Windy helmets. I don't have Windy. I have, what's the other company? Not Team Windy.
I don't know.
Why can't I think of it? Somebody will say it here in a second. I have a carbon fiber one. It's 5 o'clock. Oh, guys, we got to go. Flores. AJ, how much food and water do you have stored? No, not Premier. Miltech, not Miltech. Miltech looks promising. OpsCore. I have OpsCore.
OpsCore, that's it. OpsCore, yay. There's an echo in here.
Chris Watkins, what's up, man? Lima Foxtrot, Pinche Hueto. All right, Lima Foxtrot, are you on our Patreon? Yeah, we'll be on tonight, Neil. Do you still have beef with Windy? Something about donating to Killary? I don't know what we're even. I might have read some news about it, but Sightmark Wraith HD, very affordable. You're not. Well, you were gonna win this fucking chest rig.
All right, yay! Who's winning the chest rig?
Not this guy.
Oh, damn it!
Isaac Braden. Risen Christ. Biff. Be safe.
Who's coming tonight? Neil.
I'll be on the live tonight.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
what he's talking about. Jim Foley. He doesn't deserve the coyote. You want this, Coos? Richard Coos, are you on the Patreon?
Are you on Patreon?
You motherfucker, you better be on fucking Patreon. This is so fucking cumbersome to give away free shit. It is, man. Like I literally, if I put some shit at the end of the driveway and I'm like free shit, nobody takes it. If I put $10, they'll steal it right away. Hard hat veterans. I don't have any hard hats.
He's on there somewhere.
Yeah, Richard Coos. Let me jump over on Patreon right here. Patreon.
That was loud.
You can cut out if you need to
That
get.
was loud. I do need to get out of here.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm gonna be a minute here.
I need to talk to you anyway.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Community. That's nice, whatever that was. Richard. All right, Richard, I've got it in here. Just go into community, reply to there with an order number, and we'll ship this out to you. Guys, thanks for participating. We will see you guys tonight on the live on YouTube at 9 o'clock. Let me close this out. I'm always questioning if I just turn this off, whether it actually goes away, or if it's just, even though the computer's closed, it's playing in back.